Hey there YouTube, today we are going to be doing a review. This review is going to be on this upper. Not the stuff attached to it, just the upper. The upper is a Grid Defense Ghost Firearms upper. Now, just to let you know, I've so far put 1,000 rounds through it and I haven't had one issue. I ran it through one class, did one mag dump through it, and the rest I was just shooting around just for fun. So it's ran through a class where I put a high round count through it in a short period of time. In about a 4 to 4.5 hour time span, I put a decent amount of rounds through this, took a class. I also did a mag dumping session where I put some rounds that heated up. So let's kind of go into this upper. Now, just really quick, I'm just going to grab kind of the specs of it, just so that you're aware. We're going to get this part out of the way. It is a 16-inch barrel, and that barrel is 4150 chrome moly steel M4 profile. The gas block is .750. Threading on the barrel is 1.5 by 28. Just to let you know, the key mod itself is a 15-inch key mod handguard, made by Grid Defense, aka Ghost Firearms. So it is a cheap budget upper. I bought this just to test it. So far, again, I've had 1,000 rounds through it, and here are kind of my thoughts. So far, it's holding up. It's showing good promise. I haven't had one failure to feed. Not one. I'm kind of impressed by that, especially running it through a class. Usually you get a failure to feed, especially on a rainy day. So, kind of a little bit about this upper itself. The finish is my only gripe. It is kind of terrible. It feels cheap. It feels like somebody just took a spray paint can and sprayed it on. It dings very easy and rubs off. As you look here, right here, just so that you're aware, I ding this on a railing, but everything else seems to hold up, especially since you're running it through a class. Again, the finish feels cheap, but that is my only real gripe. It is key mod. As you see here, I left this port open just so I can show you it's key mod and it works. Also, it has a place where if you really want to mount your sling, you can here. I personally do not, and the reason why, the finish felt cheap, and I usually like mounting my slings in a mount like this. I'm going to be doing reviews on that. Let me get a better angle. So, kind of the Grid Defense. The barrel is accurate. It's fine. It's more accurate than myself. I put this through the ringer, and so far it's showing promise. 1,000 rounds, no issues. It's got the typical A2 birdcage. Nothing fancy at all. You can pretty much, your key mod is going to be on the sides here. Only on the sides where you can mount stuff. And then it has these little vaginas up here, which, I mean, I'm not really a fan of, but at the same time, $179.99, so 179 bucks, well, roughly about 180. You kind of get, you can't really complain too much about the railing. I can always change the railing out if I want to. I don't want to, since I want to kind of run this and see what happens. So it also comes with a forward assist and let me turn this around, dust cover. I found these to fit kind of where it connects to the lower receiver. I found it to fit very good in the lower I tested, that I've been testing with it. And I put this on a few other lowers too, just to check and see. It worked on a budget lower, just so that you're aware. So kind of this, we'll go into kind of what I have on the upper, just to kind of be testing it and just to let you know as well. But I'm going to set this down and let's give a little talk about Grid Defense. So Grid Defense, aka Ghost Firearms. Why they're two separate things when you order, I have no idea. But from what you read on the forums, you hear they have great customer service. When I ordered this and I had it shipped to me, it only took about 4 days. And I live in Minnesota, land of the ice and snow. So I got to give it credit that, at least they get stuff out the door quick when you order, is what I want to say. Your shipping experience may vary. Their customer service seems to be excellent from what people say on the forums. And I will I haven't had issues or a reason to call, so I can't really complain or have an opinion either way. But just to let you know, that's what people are saying. Now, full disclosure, a buddy of mine picked up their, I think it was a 12.7 or a 12.5 inch barrel that he used in 5.56 for a pistol build. Now, that thing, we'll talk about that. It had some issues when he first got it. He didn't bring a tool with him to adjust the gas block. This has the adjustable gas block, and so did his. So he was getting failure after failure after failure. Then we left the range. He was pretty angry, and I'm like, dude, you should have brought tools with you and Allen wrenches to adjust the gas block, which is what he should have did. He adjusted it, then it functioned flawlessly. He only put about 500 rounds through his, so I'm not even going to do a review on that. I'm just letting you know most of the people's complaints about it have been on their kind of shorter barrel. I can't comment on their 14 and a half because I have no idea. I can't comment on their 13.7s. Now, Grid Defense has many different calibers. They have the 9mm. They have the 5.56 223. I'm pretty sure they also have the 223 Wild barrels, and I think they have a 7.62 by 39. Different uppers for different causes. The one I'm testing currently is 5.56 and 223. 5.56 NATO. It's NATO spec. So Grid Defense kind of is known to have decent customer service, from what I hear. Problems people have had with quality control, I'm kind of skeptical because the people that do were the ones that have the pistols. And just like if you're getting into by the way, if you're getting into pistol, kind of you want to build an AR pistol. That is, like, example, a 12.5 inch barrel, 12.7 inch barrel, 11.7, or if you're going to go smaller, doesn't matter what caliber you're going to be doing that in, bring tools to adjust your gas block. You should, even if you have a 16 inch, like I do here, bring tools to adjust your gas block, especially when you're dealing with budget-friendly companies, because if it's budget-friendly, chances are you're going to have to tune that gas block for yourself. Full disclosure, I'm not going to fault a company for if you just pull it out of the box and think you're not going to have to adjust it because they don't know what buffer tubes you're using. And, you know, once you get into the pistol calibers, you kind of have to play around with the adjustable gas block. You always should anyway, and have the tools on you to fix it. That's just my little rant on that. Now let's go into what I have on the upper. Again, Nitecore, I did a review on it. These sights, front and rear, they're garbage. I bought them a while ago and figured I'd try them, and you know, I'm not the biggest fan. They are budget sights. I will let you know. I'm going to do a review on them and just kind of give you a disclosure. In this video, I will say one thing is, if you really cannot afford sights, these will work. Just note, out of the box, you're going to have to play around with this. Get one of these tools if you order these. You're going to have to adjust it and make some major adjustments to make this work for you. Their front sights are fine, are okay. You're going to have to bring that adjustment tool to adjust these. Their rear sights, we'll go into why in another video. I'm rocking currently this Holosun HS403C 2 MOA red dot. It's still got the pressure pad switch, got the BCM foregrip. I love it. It's probably one of my favorite grips. And I'm going to be testing a few other ones on different builds. I just picked this up because I wanted to try it and love it. Currently on this upper, right now I'm rocking this charging handle made by Zev. This is made by Zev. It is cheaper than a Radian Raptor, $55, okay? $55, and you can get a Zev charging handle. As you see, it's a little bigger than a standard charging handle, and I found this to be quite nice for what it is, $55. Is it as nice as a Radian Raptor? No, But if you don't feel like paying for a Radian Raptor and you decided to roll with this so far, I mean, you can really get into it if you had to. Bolt Carrier Group. I'm going to do a review on this because I'm really liking this. Again, this also has 1,000 rounds through it. Everything you see on here has 1,000 rounds on it, and it's showing promise. This is an Alex Pro nickel boron bolt carrier group, and this thing is just smooth as butter. I'm not gonna lie, I just cleaned it today. It didn't take that much effort. It is a really nice bolt carrier group. It definitely help not only manage recoil and cycling, but it works great, especially with my lower. The lower I've been rocking it on, which makes it hilarious, is, see if you know the brand, folks. Give you a guess. You are right. It is a Noveske Gen 3 billet lower. It's funny because this lower costed me more than this whole upper. Well, not the whole upper with all the attachments and stuff on it, the Gucci stuff, but just the upper itself costed less than this lower. It's got the BCM stock and pistol grip, very nice. The buffer tube, buffer spring, and the buffer, it's all Spikes Tactical. To be honest, I do like this this buffer. You know, it's been working fine. I might switch it out to try something a little more high-end, maybe, but so far the Spikes Tactical one's working. Lower parts kit in it. It is a mix, believe it or not. So when I bought it with WMD parts. So that's what this is. And there's a reason only this bolt catch, bolt release from WMD is on there. WMD makes great stuff. It's just, again, with billet receivers, sometimes, example, these takedown pins were WMD, but one of them did not fit in here. The front one did, but it was so snug that it almost didn't want to. Now, this WMD. This is nickel boron. It is really nice. Honestly, it's very smooth. It's oversized, and you can really, really drive that bolt down home, and easy to actuate. Now, mag release is it's pretty nice. It's oversized mag release by I forget who makes it. I'll look that up later. I'll do a review on this lower and break down the parts. Phase 5 ambi safety. Parts in it is a mix of Spikes Tactical lower parts kit and these takedown pins right now are Spikes Tactical. I'm going to be swapping these out. I'm going to get Noveske ones to put in here, by the way. So just because I have a Noveske, might as well Noveske your rifle out. At least the lower part. So it's got a Phase 5 ambi safety. Now, kind of the bread and butter of this is going to be the trigger. The trigger is a CMC trigger. By the way, CMC, it's their 3-pound trigger. Really nice. Now, let's ghost that trigger. Figured you'd want to. See that? Almost no take. It doesn't even feel like it's 3 pounds. I swear it's lighter. Like, barely any. Just like that. Let's see if I can't get a reset in on it. Okay. Let's focus the camera. Just like that. And bam. How smooth is that? Let's try to get another reset. Okay, point is I really like CMC. I like their triggers. This lower, complete lower, has 1,000 rounds on it as well. I do have the upper receiver for it. The upper receiver for this, the Noveske of it. Currently building that up. So we can put this back. And by the way, yes, this is Cornholio. Wore this in honor of a friend of mine. So, kind of going into grid defense. So far it's showing promise. Again, 1,000 rounds. The finish feels cheap. It's got these stupid vagina triangles in it, but am I really complaining for $179.99? Roughly $180. Fast shipping? I am not. So, everyone, this is the grid defense. Ghost upper. I will do another update in 2,000 rounds. just to kind of give you a heads up on what's going on with it. If anything breaks, you will be the first to know. My point of this channel is to give honest reviews. Will I recommend it? Not yet. Not till I get a higher round count, but I'm going to give you the data every 1,000 rounds so that you can decide, okay, it held up at 1,000 and that's what I want it to do. Here you go, 1,000 rounds, no issue. If you want to wait to see kind of the longevity, to see maybe this might be the golden gem of budget builds, go ahead, man. And that's why I'm here and that's why I'm doing this. So, if you like this video, like, subscribe, leave a comment. I will do an update on the grid defense 16-inch upper. So far, it's showing promise. Good job, grid defense. Let's keep this going, and, you know, I'm hoping to. I mean, I don't like to see stuff fail, but we will keep this going. Check you later, folks.